Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. We've got another Fifi video for you today. Yes, two replays featuring the 105 leFH18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG. And this video is from the North spawn of Halluf, and the player is Targy. Yes, he gets two videos in one day, would you believe it? Sometimes, you wait for a bus and then three of them come along all at once. Yes, terrible, isn't it? Okay, well, no, this one couldn't be avoided. In fact, they have been waiting to be done in my inbox for all of 24 hours, I think it was. But yes, I've been trying to get some done as quickly as I can so you can all see these great little battles that Targy's having and everyone else is as well. Okay, 105mm light field howitzer capable of 410 alpha, 53mm pen, and a 1.91 meters burst radius. He's decided to take it over to the east side of the map, but it's actually the top of the hill as we know it. He's fired one snapshot at the gyro. He must have been looking through the aim as he was moving about, but he's fired another snap at the gyro. Oh my god. He killed him. He killed the gyro with his second and snapshot. I don't believe it. How lucky could you get? Go out and buy a lottery ticket straight away, because if you've got that much luck, well, that poor gyro got penetrated. A round went right through his roof from Targy over the other side of the battlefield, and he's probably cursing him at the moment. Now that was a bit snap. And oh, but he's still got a hit. I think he's trying to prove me wrong that snapshots don't work, because he just got us another snapshot and got a direct hit on someone we haven't seen who's just around the corner. It wasn't one of these two, but it was somebody else who took a direct hit. Now this is one of the positions I love firing on, because of course these tanks tend to stay very still and you get kills. He's just wiped out all Wolverines. That's his second kill of the game. And the game's only been going, well, just over 2 minutes. Now, who did he hit? I think it might have been that 40TB. He's missing a... Oh, no, he's not missing any hit points, so it couldn't have been him. There must be another tank round there that we haven't seen, because he hit somebody. Okay, looking back to that corner. The Porlak is actually choosing to use the shelter of the rock to actually protect him from Arty, but it won't protect him from these tanks. But I think our VK has gone a bit over the top, and he paid for it by getting wiped out by the Porlak. Okay, rounds out on the 40TP, and at that moment he chooses to move away from that position. Standard reload is 8.92 seconds. And you can see Targy's got 7.32, so he's got a very fast reload, but I have seen faster. Okay, there's an AEC over there. He's got full health, so it wasn't him. I think somebody on the enemy team must have been over there, because they did take a shell, but neither of the two participants that were over the other side actually showing any loss on their hit points at all at the moment they were spotted. There's that wreck of the VK3001. He just went too far, went in too deep, and the Porlak's taken a direct hit. Gives them another shot, and this one didn't hit. Okay, that 40TP is now angling for another shot. That was a bit snap, and he only got a near miss on that one. And the next shot, well, looks like the 40TP. Yeah, that's a penetrating shot for sure. It went through the turret, and he should have moved away after he got hit the first time, but some tank drivers just don't take the warning. They never take the warning, and they end up losing. And it looks like the Hummel just killed the 40TP with a follow-up shot. Okay, unfortunately, we just lost our T-52 to the KV-1 derping him from behind, but you can see that Targy managed to get around on him as well. Now, it's a bit difficult there, that rock face there, trying to get a shot just over that corner. Now, the AEC might regret it if he keeps staying there, but the Porlak tank, he should know better. He's already taken a hit shot from us, and he gets hit again. Now, the AC just got stunned, and targy damaged his wheels. Our guys are starting to fall back on that corner, so I anticipate that the KV-1 will move forward to keep shooting, and he'll walk directly into a shell if he's not careful. Here comes the Porlac. Not enough lead. Now they're pushing. Okay, fires at the AC. Doesn't get it. Porlac's gone. That was killed by the KV-2. And now the enemy's moving. Oh, KV-1 decided to stop. Now I guess that's also because he was aware that he might get shot at by the KV-1S. Can we get a shot on these two? Rounds out. No. Good try. It looks like the enemy have got an Arty in that corner. They do have an FP304 and a PP. It's probably the FP304 who just fired a round in. And since he's on the receiving end of rounds now, he might decide to change position. No, he's not changed position. He's still there. Still firing. Yeah, and he's just marked in... Targy's just marked in chat that the FP304 is in that position. So he's given his teammates warning that there is something to fire at. KV-1S is pulling back, so aim for the corner and you might catch him. And he's trying to aim for this corner, anticipating that the enemy will double back, come around and try and attack him from behind. I think he's expecting the AEC to do that, because the KV-1S has only got 45 hit points. We're 3 up on the enemy. We're doing well at the south end of the map, and we might get the win from there. But it's also possible the enemy might pull back to their own cap area. The AC didn't double back. He's still there. But we don't see the KV-1, so he might have gone back to his own cap. Okay, rounds out in the AC. Close, and the FP304 is even deeper into the corner now. Now he's marked the areas, but I think he's actually slightly over to the right. He's lost his spot now, so he can't see where our guys are. Back over the other side of the battlefield, the VK3001H of the enemy team has gone a little too far. But we're going to take out this Hellcat if we can. And he's freely moving because his target's been killed. Work out where to put the shell. That's it. Rounds out. Oh, he hit him! He did hit him! He aimed for the bush and got a hit. Now, is he tracked? No, he's not tracked. He's still moving. So I think that KV-1 has gone back to his own cap area, and the AEC is probably doing the same. Our KV-1S and IKB are moving through the northwest corner, trying to find them. We can but hope that they'll find the FP304. We've also got a full health M10 RBFM to help them out. No, nothing spotted. That IKV needs to get a move on. I don't think the enemy's there anymore. I think they've gone back to their own cap area. At least somebody on their team is paying attention to... Oh! Now this is news. The KV-1 didn't move back. He actually took the opportunity to move forward. And he totally fooled me and everyone else in the process. That was very close. And in fact, the FP304 is still over there, and now he's being handled by the M10, and he goes down. Well, we've got a KV-1 back near our cap area, so if the enemy does continue to come forward, and I felt sure that KV-1 would go back to his own cap, but he didn't. And he looks like he's actually headed towards our cap, in which case Targy probably needs to reposition just a little bit, because then he can get behind that bush and the other one where he can actually shoot and do a bit of spotting before he shoots. Use the bush mechanic to shoot at the enemy. Okay, he's going to move up, and in fact he's decided to move up to this bush to spot. Knock the tree over. It won't give him. Oh, the AC's very close. He's very close. He's over there. He managed to motor up on us without being spotted, and he's taking out the Hummel right now. Okay, now will we be able to get a shot on him? Shotgun time. Try and lock on if you can. Locked on. Kill shot. Just like that. Oh, and the KV-1's up here as well. We got spotted. Now, will he be able to get past that gap? No, I don't think he can. But he does know the KV-1's there. He can auto-aim onto this guy. Unfortunately, the KV-1 just wiped out our IKV-65-2. But can we get the kill shot on him? Rounds out. Direct hit with the first one. Tracked him. He burned his repair kit. Now, can we get this follow-up? Rounds out. Yes! 115. It didn't track him. But he is now a one-shot. We can't get him, but the M10 does it for us. Okay, this makes it more interesting. There's only 3 enemies left. Got an Hellcat over the other side of the battlefield. He's been spotted by our VK, and I think that's a proximity spot. Rounds out. Just missed him. Now he knows that Arty is firing on him, so he will move. And in fact, the VK decides to take the kill. Rounds out in the Hellcat again. Oh, that was a heat round, and it wiped him out. We've run out of HE rounds. But a direct hit by a heat round was fatal. You have to get direct hits on the target to make the heat work. But if it does hit a weakly armored vehicle, it will wipe them out. It's 350 alpha on these rounds. They are expensive, but they're worth it. If you're dealing with heavy tanks, sometimes they're the only things that will bring the heavy tanks down. Especially KV-2s, because KV-2s have very flat armor, which makes it very easy to get a heat round directly through their turret. So 1,273 hit points of damage so far, 4 kills for targy. Who's next? Well, we don't know where the Arty is. The enemy BP, he could be... Oh, he's been spotted. Okay, now, are we within range? Yes, we are. We can get a shot. We just need to steady up, stop, and get the Arty lined up. Unfortunately, the Fifi goes down, but the VK3001H is another tank, which actually does have flat armor. So he could take this guy out as well with just one shot. Okay, do it. Let it settle. Let it settle. Let it settle. Rounds out. No, just to one side. RNG said no. Okay, let it on the right on target. Rounds out. Wasn't fully dialed in, but he killed him, and he wins the game. 5 kills by targy. Well, as targy says, this one, the first game, was a banging game because, of course, he was getting good shots on the enemy. And he got a nice number of kills as well. Got a first-class tanker out of that one, as well as a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. In fact, he ended up with 5, which is just one short of a Top Gun and 1/3 of the enemy team. He also got a Bruiser Medal for getting at least 5 critical hits in this one. He managed to get 11. He got a Gauze Medal for doing more damage, exceeding 8 times the hit points for his own vehicle. And on top of all that, he got the High Caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And his win rate, well, that was huge. 9,102. For a Fifi La Pew Pew. That's a good score. Let's have a look at the team scores. Highest damage, 2,730 hit points. But the next highest damage was that KV-1. He got 2,240. So, yeah, they were keeping pace with each other. The third highest damage in the game turned out to be the M10 RBFM, who managed to get 1,216 hit points of damage, and he picked up a Pascucci's medal because he killed both enemy Arty. When it came to the enemy team, well, they did get a lot of damage on that Porlac tank, but he did get taken out in the game in the end. Let's have a look at kills. 5 kills for targy. That's the highest score. 3 kills went to the M10 RBFM, the KV-1 on the enemy team, and their VK3001H, as well as their AEC. And he got a Leather Slayer's medal because he killed 2 enemy tanks, so at least 1 tier higher than his own. And then in third place, is the VK3002M with 2 kills, and the IKV65-2 also got 2 kills. So top in that column as well. And yes, he was top in the third column. 1,107 went to Targy, and that's the only player who actually managed to get over 1,000 base in the game. The next highest being the M10RBFM with 962, followed by the VK3002M on our team with 715. And of course, he remained stationary for too long, and that VK3001M decided to actually, or 3001H, I should say, decided to take it out on him by making a very aggressive charge towards him and firing his gun at the same time. And yes, the VK got taken out. So, top in all 3 columns on that occasion. That's the end of the first game. Now, 44 shots fired, 12 direct hits on the enemy, 8 penetrating shots, and 11 splash. Damage of 2,730, of which 2,594 were at more than 300 meters, the difference being the AEC, who was very close at the time. 9 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, so he did have the chance at one point or other to actually get a Radley Waters, but unfortunately it got away from him. He also got 111,863 credits from that game on a premium account, and 3,985 experience points. So a decent game. You did get a reward for completing mission holiday ops. Yes, you do get a lot out of that. And he's certainly making hay whilst the sun shines. So good result from the first game. I wonder if he'll be able to get better off the second game. The second replay is on the Tundra map, and we can see that Targy is on the south spawn. Game on. Now you can see the achievements on the side of the vehicle in this one. Because of course, yes, he has actually got quite a few games in under the 105 leFH18B2. A lot of people playing it. As I said before, there's going to be quite a few games featuring this Arty, and even some of the tank players who watch our channel have come on to say they hate this Arty really with a vengeance. They really dislike it, but then they really ought to play it because it's the only way you actually understand and learn how to avoid being hit by one. But that's a rule that's true for all Arty. If you play Arty, then you learn and discover where all the spots are that you can hide from enemy Arty. Of course, then the enemy Arty can't get hit. Rounds out the KV1. Oh, very close. Very close indeed there. Churchill 1 on the move. Churchill 3 on the move, rather. That Excelsior stood still too long. So's this KV1. Now you notice how Targy's doing this. He's actually marking his target as well, which is encouraging his teammates to shoot at the enemy tank. Because of course, if they know it's a target, they know it's going to get hit. It's more likely going to go down fairly quickly. Okay. It's going to be difficult to get a shot in the Excelsior whilst he's around the corner. But if he comes out like that, then we will get a shot. Now he needs to dial in fully to get an accurate hit. And he does. And he's tracked him. And now he's picking up the assist. Oh, this is beautiful. He misses on the next shot, but if he can track him again, then he might actually get the assist again. And he does! And in fact, now the KV1 decided to go in, and he claimed the kill, but Targy got the assist. Now, he did spot an enemy tank there. I think that M10 RBFM might have been within 390 meters. And he got seen. Now, can we get a shot on him? Rounds out. Close. Very close. Now, he's can't see him at the moment, but he fired that one in blind. We've got an M10 in the back. Now, he really deserves a round. Rounds out. Yes! Another, well, that's his first kill, actually, in this game. He's running out of targets, and the reason is most of them are up on the hill. They, oh, there's the enemy Arty. There's 2 of them on this team. A Bishop and a PP. We fired at the PP. Oh! penetrating shot, and he took him out. So now he's got 2 kills, rounds out the M10, 3 kills. He's going for it. It was like it when you get multiple kills one after the other. The enemy can't work out where this guy's getting his fire rate from. Okay, he's turned around. Rounds out. That's his 4th. Yes, it can be very satisfying when you get kill after kill after kill. He's got an obstruction in the way which stops him from actually shooting at that entrant, or exit, I should say, to the hill. So he might want to change position. His teammate in the other Arty, the gorilla, actually is very close to him as well in terms of positioning, and that could make him vulnerable. But the only Arty left on the enemy team is the Bishop, and he's being harassed by this AMX13 FL11. And he goes down. Chappie 594. We're only 1 up on the enemy, but most of the enemy tanks are up on the hill, and they're not being spotted. But our teammates are now moving towards the enemy cap area and towards the hills. So hopefully they will get spots, and then obviously we'll be able to do something about it. If any enemy comes off the hill, the T67 and the M10 RBFM should be able to spot them. And the first one they spot is a Chappie 594, but that's the guy who came down from the north, and he's now looking for the T67, I think. In fact, he's found the M10 and the T67. Now, we can't get a shot because we're too close to that rock. Did say he needs to change position. And now our AMX13 FL11's in danger because the VK came down from the hill and he's trying to kill our light tank. That's a good hit, right on the rear of the VK, which is a heavy tank. It's supposed to be a 30-ton tank, but it ended up being slightly heavier. And it does have a meaty gun, even though it's got fairly thin armor. Rounds out. Long flight time. Flying from one end of the battlefield to the other. The shell is arcing through the sky. And he gets a kill. That's 5. Is he going to get more? If he gets the Top Gun next one, that will be interesting. Okay. IKV just misses it. Okay, the Panzer IV F2 is up there. Oh, no, he's gone. The IKV's a one-shot, but I think he's about to die anyway. No, he managed to escape. Oh, he's running. Close shot. Fires a snap in, and that's a hit. But I think we're about to cap out. Unless these guys get a reset, I think we're about to get a cap win. Oh, that was a direct hit. And they're getting close to the cap, but the KV-1 is hiding, and he's about to get an invader, and he's got it. We've won by capping. It could have been a Top Gun for Targy. Targy was so close to getting a Top Gun out of that game. He got a second-class tanker, a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 5 again, and that's 1/3 of the enemy team and 1 short of a Top Gun. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 10. And his win rate was much higher this game, 5,265. If you remember in the previous game, oh, actually, it's not higher, it's lower. He got 9,102 in the previous game. And this one, he's gone down to 5,265. But he had a lovely killing spree there where the enemy just gave themselves up to him. And he got some beautiful shots in to kill them. It would have been so close if that IKV had been taken out, but he did get direct hits on that Hellcat as well. Was it a Hellcat or a T67? No, it was a T67. In actual fact, he got 314 hit points off that guy, but he didn't kill him. The IKV only had 7 hit points left at the end. If that shell had been anywhere close, he would have gone down, and that would have been a Top Gun as well. But it was a good game nonetheless. Just ended prematurely by our KV-1. Let's have a look at the team score. Well, we can see the highest damage in the game went to the AMX13 FL11. He didn't survive the game, but he did get 1,601 hit points of damage. Wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool, so he didn't get a high caliber. Second highest damage in the game went to Targy, 1,529 to him. And the third highest damage went to the M10 RBFM, who got 1,441. The highest score on the enemy team was their Bishop. He was working very hard. He got 1,036, but yeah, in the end, he got assaulted by a light tank who wouldn't let him go until he blew up, and he did blow up. And their T67 was so close to getting a reset, which would have given him a Defender medal, but I'm afraid he didn't get there in time. Our KV1 hid, and he got the Invader medal instead. There's that Invader, yeah, and a steel wall to the KV1. When it came to kills, 5 kills for targy, highest score in the game, 3 kills to the KV1, 2 kills to the AMX13FL11, and on the enemy team, the Fifi and the A20 also got 2 kills. And when it came to base XP, he's in second place. The AMX13FL11 actually did get spotting in that game. The spotting was 658. And in fact, targy actually benefited from that spotting because, of course, he took out the VK3001H with a round right up his rear, and that was spotted by the 13 FL11. Okay, so he got 1,104 base. targy got 862, and in third place, the KV1 managed 762 in the game. targy fired 26 rounds, so he only just got over half his ammo expended. 11 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetrating shot. Now, I'm wondering which one he actually penetrated. Do you think it's the Fifi? I think it was, because he actually blew the thing up at the other end of the map, but no, it wasn't. So that's surprising. The A20, yes. The A20 was rushing to get away, but he got a hit, and it went right through his armor. It's a very weakly armored light tank, so 314 hit points, very nice indeed. He also got 16 splashes on the enemy, 1,529, all of it at more than 300 meters. Spotted 1 enemy vehicle, I think that was an M10 RBFM, who poked his nose up at the wrong point. And of course, since this Arty does have 390 meters of view range, he was able to see him even at a distance. 8 enemy vehicles were damaged, 5 were killed, so he was on track to get a Radley's. In fact, he could have killed more. He would have got a Top Gun, and possibly could have got a Radley's as well. 380 hit points of damage by his assistants. Now, that's when he tracked the Excelsior, and then his teammates piled on in, all shouting mine, 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 to try and kill the heavy tank whilst he's vulnerable. He earned 37,328 credits from that game and 6,982 experience points, thanks to the holiday ops, yes, which earned him a nice bit extra. So 2 games. The first one was better than the last. There was only 1 day apart between them. This one, the one on El Halluf, he did have some close range shooting with the AEC, and of course that worked out in his favor. In the longer range one on Tundra, where he was actually shooting in all directions, but he was still getting some great shots. And yes, that was enjoyable as well. And I think he said, now check out those shots. But I love it when you see an Arty where he kills multiple targets, one after the other. Bang, 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 you know, like a Reaper medal. You're deliberately going after them to hammer them, to make them realize that this little thing actually can save a battle. It can win a battle for your team if it's in the right hands. I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And if it feeds the algorithm, these videos get notified to other people. They watch your videos, and they'll come back for more. And if we get a lot of views, it's really going to help the group, What Arty Noobs, because more and more people will benefit from the funds that we earn on the channel. Thanks for watching.